Good morning. Today we're going to go to see the post office arcade. We're going to talk about God, which I usually try not to do because that always stirs up the drama. But reading a book, and it's got me thinking about it, and this is something I've been teaching for a while, is we really need to learn to distinguish between food and food products. But first, the tour. So, I'll show you the outside first. This is called the Post Office Arcade. Ooh, zoom out. You get the idea. I assume the post office used to be down here, but now it's a super cute restaurant. It's like this little secret passageway back here. It's all cool and shady. Usually the fountain's going and the lights are on. It's obviously too early for all that, but get the idea. And this is apparently one of the late night spots in downtown Stuart. Not that we're late night people anymore, but you know, it's nice to have the option. Right. So a lot of y'all like to talk about God, and y'all don't eat what God puts on the menu. Right? It's the exact same people, the ones that are most banging on about what God says and what God wants and how God tells you to live. They don't eat the food that God laid out, right? Fruits, vegetables, some animal products, I think, yes. But think about how hard it would have been back in the day to catch something, right? Think about sweeteners, how difficult it would have been to get honey if you had to get stung 100 times. And 90% of y'all, 90% of your weight problems, if you just ate food, like food from nature, food from God, your weight problem would completely go away. It's the man-made food from factories that jacks us all up. It does a lot of weird things. Probably one of the most sinister things is it screws with your palate. So you're not actually able to taste and appreciate the natural food anymore. Because factory food, like most of it just tastes like cardboard, honestly. If you just were in the factory before they finished it up, it doesn't really taste like anything because all of that processing takes all the flavor and all the nutrition out. So then they have to add flavor back in. And honestly, any nutrition it has is added back in too, right? It's basically vitamins that get added back in, the same as the vitamins you take in pill form. It's not the vitamins that were in it before we started tinkering with it, right? So that processed food they put, because it basically tastes like nothing, so they have to put in so much sugar and so much salt that it's actually like an acquired taste, like the way alcohol tastes gross when you first taste it and then you get used to it. All of that factory food is actually an acquired taste. It doesn't actually taste that good on its own. It's overly sweet, it's overly salty, but your palate over time adjusts for that, and that becomes what you think is normal, and it becomes what you crave. It's very, very addictive. So again, I try not to talk too much about religion. I am spiritual. I was raised Christian. I believe in Jesus, all of that. But again, it's the exact same people, the exact same people that want to tell us what to do based on their understanding of religion are not eating what God put on the breakfast table for you. So, and like I said, 90% of your problems, if you just said, I'm not going to eat anything that passed through a factory. I'm going to eat fruit, vegetables, some animal products, nuts, seeds, and I'm going to lay off all of the processed food, anything that comes in a box. Most of you would get back to your healthy weight very, very easily, but it's an addiction. So if you need help breaking that addiction, let me know. That's exactly what I help people with. lisaduke.net/schedule. You can do a free initial consultation.